Have you heard of the new addition to the Go for Donnie podcast? I haven't either, but it's called Switch to Channel 2. That is where Donnie will get to ask his guests some questions, so you, the listener, get to know them better. And remember, hashtag HTFU.
Guys, Go for Donnie, Switch Channel 2. Welcome to our third or fourth episode of Switch Channel 2 now. We have 10 random questions for you guys. You guys know about Switch to Channel 2, right? Because on set, whenever we had to have chatter, we'd always switch to Channel 2. Private chatter where no one else would switch to listen into.
No one would ever switch. Never.
And then we would switch it on back for some chatter, and everyone knew what you talk about. Did you guys have any like secret signals of when you went to 2? It really meant to go to 8.
Oh yeah. There were definitely times when it was like, okay, when I say go to channel 2, go to 8 or go to 9 or something. But then everyone does this on their walkies. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you just scroll through until you hear it. It's not that secret.
Yeah.
I know the real thing to do, and I remember Felipe and Dan did this. They went to Channel 2 and talked in Spanish. That's what they did. That was their
Damn
move.
it.
And know what shoot I'm talking about? Was the kayak one when the red camera fell off the cliff.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
so
that's
you go
probably who he's
to
talking
Channel
Spanish,
2
yeah.
in a different language. That's the only way.
Gosh, I remember that. Ooh. I mean, it was tethered though, right? It just dropped. It just dropped a little. No big deal. All right, guys. So I have a few questions, just some random questions for you guys, so that way your fans, our listeners, get to know a little bit more about you. So, Sylvia, why don't you start? What was your least favorite episode of Top Gear?
Oh my God. Episode or like segment? Like you're talking about the totally edited, or as a producer, the experience?
No, I want your least favorite episode of Top Gear.
Because I was saying when Shane
least favorite episode, your least favorite episode, the one that sucked balls the most, one that you didn't enjoy, one of those.
Again, you're talking about the edited episode, not as a producer, the experience.
Oh no, right? As an experience. I'm sorry, as an experience.
Well, those are different. Those are very, very different.
Yeah, no, as an experience, filming. Yeah. Your least favorite episode, the filming of your least favorite episode of Top Gear.
The first thing that popped into my head was the tractor episode. I just thought it sucked.
It was hot out there.
Yeah, and I mean, I did see cows being born, but
beauty of life.
The entire time we were filming it, I was just thinking to myself, this just is not a good episode.
It's not Sylvia's he's not a farmer. He does not for the farm life. I love the
farming. It was awesome. The guys are awesome, but it's just like, and that was our biggest fear going into it. It's like, how are we going to make things that go this fast, exciting for an hour? So we ended up burying it in the middle of the season.
Didn't we drop a calf off the back of the trailer or something, or hit?
Oh my God! Yes, they like jumped off the back. Oh my God!
Jumped and dropped are different. Definitely different.
Yeah, jumped out. It's
fine. It puts it on the cow. Responsibility lands on the cow that way.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. No, he jumped. He didn't fall.
Yeah. That happens. All right, so that was your least favorite episode. All right, what about you, Adam? What's your least favorite?
I would probably have to say Appalachian Trail. I think the hard part is there are so many amazing memories like wrapped around that. But as far as like from a producer standpoint, the like least truthful version of a story from what we did, like we segmented that thing so much. And I remember from the like David, Travis, and I's perspective, like we just kept trying to make it make sense. We kept trying to be like, we can't do it like that. That's not anywhere near here. That doesn't make sense. Let's not like it. It was just one of those episodes that was just, it felt like we were going for the shots and not like I felt like there was an integrity to, like David, you touched on it, was like, we did things kind of for real. Even if it was like a small segment, we did a real race. Even if it was this, we did a real race. And that episode was bullshit. All of it, every part of it,
and it had to be bullshit because we are given a very strict. We have like 4 shoot days.
Yes,
that's it. We're only budgeted for that.
Yeah,
and we're driving essentially from like the north part of the country to the south, and it's just like, so you're skipping states.
Yeah,
and it's just.
I started being so frustrated, like from the producer side. And that's why I asked, because like I think the edit turns out okay. But from a producer, it was like, oh my God, guys, we're doing everything wrong. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, it was just like, you split us all. It was such a bummer.
It wears
Such
on
a,
you because you're not having fun filming it, so you're not going to
yeah.
have fun.
And I think everybody was upset. And I think it was one of the rare times where we had a big crew shift up, and some of the higher ups on the crew for that specific shoot were new. And it was just, they didn't let us do what we had been doing for years and tried to reinvent something. And it was just like, guys, just let us do what got us to 72 episodes. Stop trying to make this something else.
What I'm hearing is I wasn't on that episode. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what my ears are hearing.
No.
I mean, we did drive on a moving train. So
no, I mean, that's why I don't like, there were some cool moments. Like, there were really, really cool moments, but I just remember, if I think about the total of it, it was just such a brutally frustrating experience from a producer standpoint.
It is. No, it's brutal when you have to do a huge undertaking in 4 days, and you have to tell the story, and it's tough. Anyway.
Yeah. All right, then Adam, why don't you keep going on what's your favorite Top Gear episode you ever made?
Jesus, man. I mean,
there's quite a few. Like, best days of my life.
I know. I would say, I think that jet boat Aston Martin rally car one was one of the coolest, because it was one of the most legit too. Like, we really had a race course. I would say that one probably ranks high, and then probably one of the very early ones I did was the Ford Raptor against a Halo jumper.
Oh, that's sick! I wasn't on that.
That was season 1, and it was a 5-mile race where we had a guy jumping from 5 miles up and Tanner racing from 5 miles out, and we raced to the same finish line. And that one just still ranks as like so cool. Like, such an early, it was the first gen Raptor. It was super cool. So those two probably rank pretty high.
Very cool. Sylvie.
I mean, it's not even a question. It was Rubicon.
Wow.
Rubicon was the most incredible, forget an episode, life experiences I've ever had.
Fuck yeah.
I met one of my good friends, Nina Barlow, for the first time on that, from Barlow Adventures, who is the most badass off-roader in the world. And this was just, so so we met, it was Rupert, myself, and Nina, maybe, I can't remember, maybe Dan, I don't remember who else, but we met out there to scout it. And she came out with like 5 Jeeps from her fleet, and we went, the Rubicon takes, I mean, if you can, maybe you can do it in a day, but it usually takes a solid 2 days to do it safely. And it's only like 11 miles because you're going 1 or 2 miles an hour the whole time. And I love off-roading, which is one of the other reasons. And you have to camp halfway through it. So we are like, she walks the whole thing, like backwards, essentially spotting you. And it was one of those like, oh my God, I'm being paid kind of things. And we're in these Jeep Rubicons on 37s that are just like going over rocks that you like literally like I can't even, not no joke, I cannot actually climb over these with my feet. And it was just the most incredible experience. But while you're doing that, because we are working, where it's like, okay, while we're scouting it, we are also trying to find the areas where we can film. So it's like, okay, this section of the trail would be great for them to maybe get out, and where are we? Look on a map, on the hood, that kind of stuff. Then like the next is like, okay, this is sketchy. This could be an area where someone could flip, kind of thing. And we're like trying to find that, and Adam, obviously you know because you've done this a million times too, trying to find that happy medium of producing it and it's real.
Yeah.
Because like Rutledge rolled his Forerunner in the episode, and we wanted him to roll.
Right.
He also had to actually roll.
Right. And roll where cameras are so we can get it and be like, yeah.
But Nina's there to make sure we're not going to kill Rut. So we're doing the Rubicon Trail. And then, so we've done it, and like her crew would set up like camp. Like she had one Jeep go way ahead and have all the tents set up and all the food cooking, and everything we got there was all ready. So then we did it. And then we flew home and then had to come right back out 2 weeks like later to do it again with the guys. Now, mind you, they wanted to have whatever vehicle they wanted, right? So, we had a Bronco, and obviously Adam chooses a Geo Tracker. I'm sorry, a Suzuki Samurai, which no, I'm a freaking idiot. It was a Tracker because I bought it after the episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Um,
didn't that end up in the Sylvie fleet?
yeah, it is. Anyway, and right out of the Forerunner, and those freaking things made it, and it was the most satisfying. Like, oh my God, we all felt so. It was just that sense of accomplishment, and I'll talk forever. I'll stop now. That was my absolute favorite.
That's awesome, man. Well, hey, guys, I just threw on my Go for Donnie hat because I forgot to mention you can go to the site, gofordonnie.com, and check out some of the swag that we got. We got some really cool hats that you can see I've been wearing. I got some black ones with blue, Go for Donnie. We also have some really cool stickers, as you can see, that I got on my little mug, one side, and then the other is another Go for Donnie sticker. So come on, check it out. You can buy some swag. It's always fun. There's a lot of cool things to check out on the website.
Are those dishwasher safe?
I will let you know.
Good question. Smart question, David. Smart.
I'll let you know when I put them through the dishwasher. So, hey, question. What are you guys' thoughts about Top Gear being canceled?
I mean,
like ours?
Ours?
No. The newer ones when they were all canceled and Grand Tour was canceled.
Oh, I think
that's
well,
okay.
I mean,
it doesn't sound like
us cancel them. I mean, is that bitter? Am I bitter? No.
I mean, I'm not bitter. I mean, they canceled us. So
I think it's a bummer when you lose any kind of like this unique automotive show. I think it's a bummer. I mean,
I read somewhere that Grand Tour wanted to come back with different hosts.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like Adam said, like you don't want these shows being canceled. I mean, you want them to keep on going, and going because the more they're out there, it's not just that it's better for us to get work,
right?
Yeah. But it's just like they're fun shows. I think people like them, so it's like plus listen. We're a tight family. You don't want to see people out of work and being canceled.
Yeah. I think it's just like it's a show that's not, I don't know how to say this, but it's not harmful. Like, right. Like it's not a show that is about making fun of people. It's not a show that's putting people in these like horrible situations, or like it's not it just was like a show that
doing it right.
Not like interpersonal horrible, like we're gonna put you with your ex-girlfriend in a house for 10 days and see if you guys kill each other. It's not this lowbrow. I don't know. I'm sure Netflix is working on it next week. I don't know. It's probably already a show.
Probably.
But like, you know what I mean? Like it was the content was it was just a different kind of content, and I just feel like it's not something that's really out there right now.
And I think, I'm making this up, I don't know if this is true or not, but money probably has so much to do with it, because to do this show right, you need a huge budget to properly make these shows.
Yeah. And no one wants to do that anymore. No one wants to fork out money for this stuff.
Yeah, my low battery light just went on my computer. I'm at 10%.
All right. So then Sylvia, you want to transition into telling me what exactly you do at Motor Trend?
Oh, so I'm a producer on Hot Rod Garage.
Cool.
And it's amazing. I actually got the job from working on the last Top Gear with Dax, and because it was Motor Trend. So I met the guys there, and then when that show got canceled, they brought me over to Hot Rod Garage, and couldn't be happier right now. It's amazing crew. It's just great people. It's a lot of fun. I couldn't be happier.
Nice. So, and can you tell everyone how you got started in this industry?
Yeah, with a fake resume.
Really?
Love your story. Your start is good.
Do it.
Yeah, I had a yellow Fox body Mustang back in Wisconsin. I decided I wanted to work in TV, so I packed it up and I drove out to California. I rented some guy's garage near LAX, where I was actually living in the garage, right? Pressed the remote control, it opened, I went into my
I was there. My living room was there. My bedroom was there.
That's awesome. Okay.
But I didn't know anyone, so I made a fake resume, printed it out on resume paper. I'm not aging myself. And I went to the Sony Studios in Culver City with my Saab 900 and snuck onto the lot. I said I was there to work on Dawson's Creek, and they let me in. And it ended up where Dawson's Creek was like it's filmed in North Carolina or something, but they still let me on the lot anyways.
Security guy
And I
didn't
went
know that.
door to
Security
door to
breach.
door, handing out resumes to like grips. Like they were at the time, they were like, "Who's this?" Everyone threw it away. But I walked into the Party of Five production office, and Party of Five said, "We're not hiring, but the Donnie and Marie talk show right next door, they're probably hiring." Walked in, they hired me on the spot with my fake resume. I started the next day,
Fuck yeah.
and the two women, Kathy and Tiffany, they're going to watch this, are some of my best friends today.
Oh my
20
gosh.
some years later.
I love that.
Yep.
What were the names? Tiffany and
Kathy are their names.
Kathy and Tiffany. Thank you for bringing us Sylvie.
So fucking
They
good.
hired me, this young kid wearing yellow sweatpants with my yellow Mustang. I had a Mustang and a
You had
Saab,
yellow
so-
sweatpants on?
Yep.
Did you have
How'd
a
you
gold
get both
chain?
out there?
Flew back and drove the other one. I
That's
have a
commitment.
picture. I'll show you the picture. I have a picture of two of them together at the Sony lot.
So good. So
Anyway,
good.
long story short, yeah. And they hired me as a PA. I started the next day buying groceries and making coffee. And funny enough, longer story short, they knew my resume was bullshit because the stuff that I put on there, they knew the production companies and they called them and knew I didn't work there.
Oh my God, I love it. But the tenacity. But they were like, yeah, it was like they met you and they were like, God damn it, this son of a bee. Oh, that's so good.
This little go-getter.
My first job.
Definitely a go-getter. That's awesome.
Wouldn't do that today, get arrested.
No, I was like, you're not even getting in the door. You're not even getting on the lot.
Yeah. Stranger danger, stranger danger. Alarm's going off. That's awesome. What about you, Adam? How'd you get your start?
Oh man. So I did an internship in LA between junior and senior year on the Merv Griffin crossword show as a random intern. I did a lot of stuff. Met Susan Nessenbaum Goldberg on that show.
Susan.
She was the project manager. And then so Susan and Jajeen Funk, they were the Susan was line producer, Jajeen was project manager, and they both tried to convince me to not go back to college and stay and finish out the show. I did go back to college, came back, instantly got in touch with them, did a couple random shows, but ended up on a show with Susan and Scott Messick called Destroy, Build, Destroy, which was on the Cartoon Network, live action, basically Junkyard Wars, but with kids, where we would blow up a bunch of shit. The kids would build something out of the shit, and then whoever lost the competition, their shit got blown up again. We did 2 seasons of that, and then it went down and I was looking for work, and I remember talking to Susan, and she was like, you need to reach out to Scott. He's doing Top Gear. And I was like, what? And so I called Scott and I was like, I heard you're doing Top Gear. Is there anything I can do? And he was like, yeah, we need an AP. And I was like, oh my God, yes. And I started for $600 a week on Top Gear.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah. So it was, and I dabbled, we crossed paths, Donnie, while you guys were doing, Rupert and you were doing that destruction show, that demolition show for Discovery. So I was working with Janine.
I remember at TLC.
in Discovery, on a couple of beauty pageant gown designing shows where I was a remote coordinator from LA on a show that shot in like North Carolina. It was, so I did those shows, then went to Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Wow.
And then went to Top Gear.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
Yeah.
With TLC.
Like I remember, I mean, I didn't know it was Rupert, but I remember somebody sitting out in the lobby looking at footage, and it was Rupert doing the Imploders, like screening footage in that office off La Cienega or wherever.
Yeah. That's an old recording studio for the Doors.
Yep.
There's that little room off to the side of the garage that you can go where there's little drawings and writings that they used to go and smoke.
Yeah. So we crossed paths before we crossed paths.
Nice. Yeah,
which is wild.
cool. I like
Although
that.
you just realize the TV industry is a very small.
I know, very,
very small, very small.
I got one last question for you guys. Let's talk about dogs, since we all are dog lovers, and Hudson
Buddy.
is awesomely weird. He's 5.5 years old.
Dang.
Buddy,
Mine are
come on.
upstairs. I'm not even gonna wake them up. They're upstairs.
Here's my guy. Come on.
Dang.
This is Buddy. He's 18 months. Say hello to everybody.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it.
Where's Hudson?
He is he's over by the door sleeping.
Love you.
And I've got a tuna and a sandwich that are upstairs also sleeping.
Nice. I know. Isn't it funny where dogs like it's bedtime? Like
I did get my first dog season 1 of Top Gear. I remember getting him Chunk. Yeah. Yep. I remember getting Chunk and then going out on the Aston Martin shoot right away. I got Chunk on Friday, and then Monday I left for El Mirage for our Aston Martin shoot out in the desert. Damn. I got to bring him into the offices, and when we were off Lancaster in North Hollywood, he stayed there. And then Olivette named her dog. Olivette named a dog Chunk after Chunk.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
You know what's funny, actually?
The herb burner.
The dog I had before him, Oscar, I did a little photo album where I would take a picture of him in every press car that I got. So
that's awesome.
I have Oscar in a Lamborghini.
Yes.
Like Audi R8s and
yes.
I have that. Him just
that's
awesome.
I need
those. I need those.
Yes, share those for sure. Yes.
Please. Hey, real quick, what's next for you guys? What do you got going on? Sylvia, you still got Hot Rod Garage?
Still got Hot Rod Garage. We're halfway through season 12. Fingers crossed. We'll get a 13.
Congrats.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
Keep it going. McFarlane, what do you got going on?
Man, I'm managing a couple Amazon projects up in Seattle. Amazon's building a big brand new skyscraper, and we're doing like $9 million worth of work in it. I do. Wow. I do. Yeah, I'm construction management. Yeah, wow. big numbers. Actually, a lot bigger numbers than I've dealt with in the TV world.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive numbers. Wow.
It's all making sense. Reach out to them, have them fund an episode for us. Have them do a pilot for us.
We're kind of like 5 degrees removed from Bezos, so we don't actually talk to Amazon.
Hey guys, I got an idea. Anyone guys got an idea?
You can, Adam, if you can get us $800,000, we'll make the best damn episode you've ever seen.
Okay, let me see what I can squeeze out of Bezos.
I'll make a call too.
Yeah.
You can do it. Well, hey guys, we better get back to our channel. I think they're calling us. So. Yeah.
Back to one.
Yeah, back to one. Thanks, guys. Take it easy, man.
Bye. Thanks again.
Bye.
Production for Donnie.
Go for Donnie. Locations for Donnie. Go for Donnie.
Habitat for Donnie.
Go for Donnie. Hey, Donnie. What the hell are they doing?